Hi. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Gina, and I have been putting together art kits. If you've recently gotten one from our chamber paint kit party, then just wanted to shoot a little quick video and let you know about some mixing. I'm an art teacher. I've been teaching art for 30 years, and I've come across paint kits, and they are so much fun. So I'm going to move my camera so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. Just a basic mixing. What is a tint? What is a shade? It's just going to be a little short video, and also how to actually put some paint on and blend it on the canvas. So let's get started. So here we are, a little slanted here, but I want to get you down so you can see what's going on. All right, so this is just a basic color palette. You have your primary colors, blue, red, and yellow, and your neutrals, two of your neutrals, white and black. Okay, so if we take a look at, I'm going to try and do a little mixing on here so we're not mixing all down here. So if you're going to mix two colors and you want another color, that's called a secondary color. Okay, and let's say we want to mix our blue and our red and get a purple. Okay, so blue and red is going to make purple. So we're going to take a little bit even. I'm going to dip into the red, dip into the blue, and red and blue usually make kind of a dark purpley color, violet. You can see how I'm mixing. Almost looks black on your screen. Okay, so you can do both, and then if you want to bring that up to more of a tint, scoop in here, take a little bit of white and add to it. Now this is kind of going to be a blueberry color. For these two blues, blue and red, you'll get them in different colors. They're different shades and tints of blue, different shades and tints of red. Okay, and so that's given us this purpley color, almost a purpley gray. I could put more white in it and bring it up just a little bit more. By bringing it up, I mean lightening the color to get a tint. Okay, so see how I put more white in there and it brought it up, and I left a little bit of the dark around, right? Okay, so that's how you get a purple, blue, and red. I'm going to rinse out my brush really good. And I have some, and you're jiggling, sorry. I'll rinse that out. And then if I want green, basic color mixing says, what does it say? Do you know? We're going to put some blue, and we're going to dip into this yellow. You can see already there with the yellow, it started turning green. And you just blend around, and you get the green that you want. You can, if you want it more blue-green, like the sea, you can put more blue in it than yellow. If you want it to be more grassy, you can put more yellow in it. So many different shades and tints that you can get by mixing colors. Okay, so just give you a little blue and green in there with your yellow. And so that's going to be a basic green. I hope you aren't getting dizzy. All right, so rinse it off again. And at some point, if your water starts to get looking hazy, you can change your water. All right, so our next color combination to get your next secondary color is going to be red and yellow. Red and yellow make what color? Red and yellow make orange. Okay, so I'm going to squeeze in here and grab some of this yellow and put it right here. And then I'm going to grab some of this red. And the reds and yellows that you mix together, you can get so many different colors of orange in the sunset. And the more orange you want it, you can put a little more yellow in it. And this is going to make kind of a dreamsicle yellow. If I put some white in it, orange, it would be even a lighter orange. Okay, so here you see, got a nice orange there. All right. If we wanted to lighten any of these, we would again add the white. If we would want to darken any of them to get a shade, we would add the black. With black though, black is very, very strong. So you only need a tiny, tiny speck of black to help shade your colors. Okay, so keep that in mind if you're gonna change some colors, and I mean just a teeny tiny, see that teeny tiny bit of black. See if I wanted to make this green a little darker. See, I can use that and just little tiny bit starts to change that. Okay, so always use your colors really with your black very sparingly. Okay. All right. Another thing I wanted to show you, if you want to create a shadow, and actually I just showed you that, if I was working on or around something and I wanted to make a shadow, I could just put a touch of black in some green, if I was going to do it with green, and just go around the edges with that darker color. Okay. Let's say we wanted to do something that looked like a sunset. Okay. So we could dip into, let's do this. Let's put some orange on here. Okay. And you can do this with any set of colors. We'll put a little orange on there. Then I'm going to dip one corner in the yellow and one corner in the red. Now, watch what happens. You take that and you do this. Okay. Was I out of the camera when I did that? Okay, so I'll do it again. So I pick up some orange and then I pick up the two colors that make that. So I'm just going a little corner in the yellow and a little corner in the red. Okay, let's see if I can do it again so you can see it. And I lay this down and I just kind of do that. And see how it blends? It blends that color. And don't keep going with it, because you want this to look that blended on the canvas. It's called an ombre when it runs from one color to the other color. Okay, so you can do that with lots of different colors. I'm going to put a little brighter purple down here just to give you an idea. And I have a little blue. This is called Mermaid's Tail, and it's a specialty color, but I'm going to put just a tad on here and dip into that with some blue. So I'm going to say this is my green that I'm using, and I'll show you. You can do the same kind of thing to get some mermaidy colors or beachy colors. You can Always dab your water out of your brush. So I'm going to dip into that purple, okay? And I can do, well, so I'm going to change. Let's dip into the blue because it's the primary. So if I want to dip into the blue, this makes a really pretty sunset as well. So I dip in my blue, and then a corner in the green, and a corner in the purple. Now here, show you again. And then you go like this. Oh, I didn't have enough on there. Do it again. But don't be afraid to blend and mix. Got a little yellow in there. Mix your colors on the palette. So, and you can dip into one, and while it's still wet, see how it blends while it's still wet. Now acrylics dry pretty fast. So if you want to do this modeled color scheme, always don't be afraid. Put your paint in there, get some little different colors on there, and go for it. Okay, you can practice on a piece of paper first. That's good, and that'll give you some different options. I've got some paper right here, so I'm just gonna go to town right here. So I don't know if you can see that real well, but I did a little swirl around, and it got all three colors. You can see all three colors there. So play around with your paint. If you're doing art kits from our chamber project, you can look on, Mom and Dad can look and show you the picture that was offered. But by all means, I gave you paints that match those pictures. But you can, if you have other paints, you can use those. And I don't have any of my glitter in here, but I did give you all some glitter paint. So with that glitter paint, remember, less is more, and you want to use just a little tiny bit. I think here's an example of one of my glitters, and I might put that over a green. If your base on the glitter paint or glue is purple, then you might put some of that over purple, but don't use it to paint the whole painting. Okay, if we use it to paint the whole painting, then kind of defeats the purpose. So we want to use it sparingly, and then it pops off of the canvas. Okay, so remember, a little bit of white to lighten a color, a little bit of black, touch of black to darken a color. Your primaries are your red, yellow, and blue. And to get your secondary colors, you'll mix your yellow and red to get orange, your red and blue to get purple. And to get the color of purple you want, you're probably going to add some white. And then your blue and your yellow primary colors to get your secondary color of green. And then you can put more yellow in if you want a lighter yellow. Green, if you want to put in for some light color, then put some white in it. So if you practice, you'll get really good at it. Okay, but you should have enough in your paint kit to get you going and get those done. I am so excited. I cannot wait to see everybody's pictures. So hopefully we can do this again sometime, and look for some information in the description. I also have my student art resource page listed on the paper you got in your kit. Please go there, and that has all kinds of online art activities that you can do as well. So I hope you enjoy that. The first paragraph on my art resource page is a note to my Kansas students, but everything below that is free game to enjoy for everybody. So good luck, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.